So how to rotate the canvas? Go for like document setups, edit, and convert its orientation to change. Yes. Any questions? Ask me. Any question there? Okay, then we have done with pencil, and pencils various use we have seen, but we will see one of the property of the pencil, like how to expand it and how to change the styles and profiles as if like you're doing to the strokes. So here we find an option called profile. You can change it up. Then you can see the thickness get vary as per the style into concept. So this is how we can how to change the profile, and yes, thickness can be raised up. Now the same design could be flip up. So the flipping is the same. Control C, Control F is to paste in the front and give a right click and switch to the transform and reflect it off. From the center, it is going to reflect. Get it okay and push it up here. So hope we have seen how to make a symmetrical design. So we have not done any new option. We have not learned any new option, but yes, presenting in a different manner. That's it. So press the enter and keep selected to get off. Make the profile change once more. The same option on the top. Slow down. Same strokes. My pencil. Get smaller lines and complete the design. So this is one of the way how we can how to use this line with a different profile, and then after, yes, selecting all and change to the similar profile, can sync the thing. So profile, one of the options we have learned. Now we'll move to the higher application of this same tool for tracing the things. Now it's in a commercial use, how to trace the. So let us take some ability. So it is not there. So the topic is like how to trace in Illustrator. Manual tracing. There are two types of tracings. One is auto trace, which is done by the system automatic. So we'll see both the things together. Hope you can see on your screen. This is the input. And another is auto tracing output, image trace. There is options. Once we are taking any image, by default, the option bar will show you the option called auto image tracing. Just hit on the screen. The software will do the tracing automatic. It's the fastest way to do tracing. And once the tracing is done, yes, we can able to customize it by the auto trace panel option inside the option bar. Here we can able to make the threshold to get change. Threshold means the sensitivity of like tracing the things with reference of shadow, midtone, and highlights. And yes, we can develop this to make the changes a little detail or less details. So it gives your outlines very clearly. And there are again many kind of tracing are there. This one of the tracing. So let us go for OK and get this same thing down here and switch to the same panel. And instead of a preset costume, you can switch it to go for a 16-bit color trace. So this is a higher format of tracing with color. So hope we can now see it is not a photograph now. It is a image or a design created by Illustrator, with taking the reference of the colors. And it is vector. You can scale to any extension. The quality will remain the same. So hope we have seen two type of tracing and the third way of tracing. So here color trace, a lot of trace out format are there. You can switch to the outline trace. So again, a different gather of tracing. It is only, it will create some lines, but the details could be increased with changing the value and all. But hope we got to know what is called auto tracing are done by the software, and it takes the reference and get the details to be done. So my goal of showing this is like there are options inside the software which makes the tracing to be get done, but still the tracing is not under our control. So at that point, artist choose the next higher option to go for manual tracing. So for the timing, we have seen auto trace is options which is capable of making the image to get traced into various level, but we'll see now to a manual tracing formula. So here on your screen, the original is here, and now we'll start switching to the tracing it manual way. Step number 1, we are learning the same pencil tool only. Get the F7 button to hit, so it will open the layer window and rest of the window to get off. Now you can see all the information over here. You can take a new layer, and the selected product can be moved to the selected layers by a simple command inside the object menu called arrange, and switch to the option called send to current layer. What happened? All the images are there in a different layer, and our image selected is there on the different layer, so we can able to get it off easily. The unwanted things, it is there, but it is not visible temporarily. The reason of doing this, so we can focus to the target. Now the second thing, once the image is there in the upper layer, there is a special button over here where you can lock it up, so it will not move. Now let us take a new layer. So the down layer is locked condition, the upper layer is a line which is to be get trace on. Now hope the things are clear, where we are working, what we are doing. So no more need the toolbars, we can hide the toolbar, and no more need the option bar. So F is a command which makes it full screen, again full screen. Focus to the target, get it control plus, control minus, space bar, get it up onto the screen. So now the operation will happen onto the target. So when we are tracing, we can adopt various artistic method. So one of the method what I am adopting, I'll let you know. Trace the dark portion of the image, dark portion. Don't touch to the lighter portion. So hit the button D, D for default color, and get the fill color to go for none by this button. Only the dark area of the photograph to be get trace of, not the bright area. And whenever the line will get modified, then keep selected, the edit selected to be get off. So it's a complete patience-full job, and a lot of requirement are there also. So here you can see the outline, you can get it over here. And the counterpart on the face side, wherever the hair is there, just focus a lighted dark mark only. Get the counterpart because the background is white, so the counter line easily you can get. So I'm doing one tracing, and if you're really interested, then you come up with your own trace. It may be celebrity, it may be like the monuments, Indian Tourism Department and its monuments like Charminar, Taj Mahal, and all things can be traced out into the line art. So this line art will go for various use are there. So it can move to the animated format. So later on, we can make this line to get animated and it will form automatically. Like the software they are using called After Effects, Fusion and all to get the line animation. But Illustrator artist takes a major role. You need to produce a line. So the reason of speaking all these things, because in a bigger pipeline, what is the requirement we need to know? Then as per that requirement, we can able to think and get further work to be proceed. Just randomly I'm putting some lines. Now coming to the face part, yes, to the head, okay. Here also you can find some dark zone. There you can put some lines, not in the white part. So our job is 50% minimized. So simultaneously, if you draw white and black both the part, then contrast cannot be created more, and that sometimes makes a little confused. So now here the counterpart of the nose to be done, and here the beard mustache part to be get darker a little, and only one line. And yes, here something more. A little bit of the middle part where more light is coming. And coming to the ear part, yes, counter line has to be done. Few things, and yes, it is can be continued. So here what we are observing is like not tracing the image only, but what is not to be traced and what is to be traced. So that is to be known, then that makes the difference. A little here the line, because I is the identity level. So here the things to be go a little detail. So here more dark are there, so you can put more lines in this. So hope we have understood how to start the tracing. Once the job is done, then get it off. Control C. So this is manual format of tracing. So hope you can see the input and the output on the screen. Just I'm putting beside. So pencil tool can able to help us to do this tracing. Is it okay? So task of the day. So yesterday also we have tried with some of the output. Today we have started with the new output of tracing jobs. Make a photo trace. Manually and automatic. Like, and you can write not or and automate. In automate, we don't have the choice what we want to show, but in manually we can get it done. Task. The pick may be anything, celebrity or monuments, heritage or historical monuments, anything. And later on, it can switch to the animation version of it. So to let you know, how does it practically happen on future if you're wishing to switch into the motion graphics industry, and the other software can able to help us. I'm not teaching the software, but to let you know like what is exactly they are looking for, and they will be giving the output. We'll see in the time with the times. So for the timing, it's okay. Pencil tool and its various use, starting from logos and all, then switching to the photo tracing also done. And this particular technique, before what we have learned is again a powerful technique what we have observed, that is called auto tracing. So this auto tracing option is very useful whenever we want to create some logos of existed company like LG and all things. If we go to any ad agency and all things, often they will ask us to get logo designing for existed companies. Like no need to create new one. Why they create a new existed company logos? Because they need to go for print in 30 feet, 20 feet hoarding, and they don't have the proper 30 feet file. So they will ask the artist to make the same logo as it is in Illustrator. So you can go for enlargement print of the logo. So what the topic we are learning, like how to make logo tracing. Copy the image, maybe like with white background you can take, new file, paste, just switch to the option called, yeah, default image tracing also okay, but if you need color then you can switch to the color, but let's go for default tracing black and white. So almost the things are done, but we have taken a shiny logo, that's why this problem came up, or else it will not come up. And here the details, and we can minimize that. So now the things okay. Go for expand command and give a right click and switch to the option called ungroup, and see the transparency grid, and whichever the part not required, delete it. So hope we have seen how to make the logo designing within very less time, and it is complete vector. We can scale it to any extension, the quality remains the same. So hope we have understood now how does it can able to help us to make a logo tracing. Is it okay? So the application of the theoretical knowledge, whatever we have learned, practically on the screen. So now we'll switch to again a practical things. This is a software where animations happens, motion graphics kind of things. Then Illustrator connected with After Effects makes big magic. So you can see we have taken this much of time to get this to trace out. I'm just Control C to copy it up, and this is software where we can able to make it to get paste, and then it can switch to the animation version. Just a minute. So I'm not teaching the software, but to let you know like whatever we have learned, how it is going to help us in future. The same design, whatever we have done there, it came over to the software, and here there are a few options which can be used to get the things into animation. So hope you can see what happened on your screen, but the input come from Illustrator only. If Illustrator file is ready, then this kind of impact could be generated easily. So the After Effects artist take the lines, take your help to make this tracing job easy. So all the lines, whatever individual lines we have put in, that all taken into the animated format. So hope we have seen how does the input, what is the tracing, and the final output in an animated format. Titlings kind of things can be done. So we have seen two commercial use of the present knowledge of tracing. One is making logo design of an existed company, and the second to make image tracing. And in the before day, we have seen the same thing on various use, making a logo designing, making a floral art, making character designing, all the things are pencil. So we have taken completely 2 days on a single tool, and it's should come up some output. Fine then, so let's move to the next tool inside it called Smooth. We have started of using the smooths before only. While working with the pencil, hold down the Alt button and turn into smooth tool. But if you want to take the tool directly and draw, yes, you can make the anchor point to get small and smooth presentation. And below one is already clear. It is there to get cut, cut, cut. And while working with either the pencil, smooth or anything, hold the control button to select the product and get it modified once more. And press the enter, switch to the edit select path and get it continue. So tracing a outline of a map. Map tracing is also a beautiful artwork which is there. Like 365 days jobs available. So you can see how many streets are there, how many countries are there, how many states are there. Everyone's tracing to be done there. Map. Yes, already some designs are there. That is okay, but newly like zones are created. So there we need to make it trace. Old maps are there that is to be get digitalized. So this department have a lot of jobs called image tracing. Fine then, because learning tool is one of the part, but using it in a practical manner in various dimensions, that is another part. So that part to be get developed, and that is what my goal. Fine. So let's move to the brush again, which is a vital product in Illustrator. What is the tool now we are learning? Brush. Again, more important tool it is. Hotkey B. There are 5 types of brush in Illustrator. How many types? 5 types. The first one, calligraphy brush. And the second, art brush. And the third one, scatter brush. Okay. Fourth one, Bristol brush. And the fifth, pattern brush. So 5 different type of brushes are there. And anything can be turned into a brush also. Any strokes which is either created by the pencil or line tool or circle can be converted into or can apply the brush over to that. So we'll start with the calligraphy, the first one. So by default, we'll find a brush which is by default calligraphy. You can switch to the next button called F5, which is brush related buttons. So predefined brushes are here available. So let us close this brush palette. And the keyboard shortcut, F5. Brush pen. Now here onto the right top corner of the brush panel, there is a drop down box. You can create a new brush over there, or you can create a new brush either on the right down second button, new brush, or else you can load predefined brushes, open brush. These many predefined brushes are there. Except to this, yes, we find some of the brushes over here. And except to this, a lot of brushes are there, like arrow brush. So you can find arrow kind of brushes are there. So hope we have understood how to load extra brushes and where is extra brushes inside the library. Where is library? In the right top corner of your brush panel, drop down box, open library. So hope we have understood where extra brushes are available. Now, coming to the first one, these are all a calligraphy brush. What is calligraphy? Calligraphy is stylus writing. Stylus alphabet writing is called calligraphy. Now let us see how does the brush reacts. Same behavior, whatever the things we have done with pencil, the same reaction you can see, but pencil is very hard, brush is very smooth. Both are freehand drawing tools. Now switch to brush. The properties also remain the same. Press the enter to control the same options. Whatever we find in the pencil is here. You can continue the brush strokes. I can take any image and follow to it. And yes, we can sort them out. Next, get it, modify. Fine. The next, once we have drawn L strokes, over to the stroke of the brush, we can apply any other strokes also. This is the beauty of it. Next, If you are not wishing to go for, then you can completely cut the brush strokes by none. Then it will turn into again a normal strokes created by the pencil. So hope we have understood now how to convert a brush stroke into a pencil strokes, or else how to convert this pencil stroke into a brush stroke. So hope we have understood pencil and brush are correlated to each other. At any time we can switch to any of the option. There is a none button we have come across. So here we can remove if already predefined brush is applied, and you can turn that into a normal stroke which is created by the pencil. Now going to the next higher part, how to generate our own brush and what are the property of a brush. So here we have seen the predefined properties are applied, and if we double click on the window of the thumbnail, then the brush property pop up. Here you can able to modify the brush property. Like basic property are 3: angle, roundness and size. You can increase the diameter. So wherever this stroke is applied, everywhere it will get changed because it is live preview. You can change the roundness and you can convert that into a flat brush, round brush, flat brush. If flat brush, you can switch to a particular angle. If you are satisfied, then go for OK. Then the software will ask you again one question: do you want to apply to strokes or leave the strokes? So does this changes to be applied to the strokes? Yes, apply to the strokes. So if it is selected, it will get applied. Fine then. So here we have understood how to generate a brush stroke, how to remove the brush from the brush stroke, how to apply different type of brush stroke, how to modify the brush stroke. Now we'll see how to create the brush stroke. To generate a new brush, we can click on the new button over here. The time we are clicking on the new button, the software will ask which kind of brush you want to create: calligraphy, Bristol or pattern. And the time we switch to the calligraphy, then calligraphy related property will come up. If we switch to the Bristol, then Bristol related property will come up. Now presently we are going for calligraphy. Here, as if you got to know, calligraphy means stylus writing. Round brush will be a flat brush and angle 45 degree. It is to be turned 0 and go for OK. The newly created brush is here now. So let us select all the things and take this brush and drag it up. Now the beauty of it, yes, we can increase and decrease the brush size as if we are doing in Photoshop. By the help of close and open bracket, you can increase and decrease the size of the selected stroke. Next, it can go through 3 processing. One process, remove the brush stroke. Second, expand the brush stroke. Once we have expanded the brush, then it is no more a stroke, it is a fill. Because it is fill, we can get it modified. So hope we have understood how to convert a brush stroke into outline, and then after, yes, getting it remodified. So these 2 changes we have seen from the single output. Is it okay till now? Now, calligraphy is stylus writing. So let us move to this and start writing something. Different type of language. Have a double click and increase the diameter so we can get a thicker line. Apply to this. Press the enter. Make edit selected path off. Right. So you can create your own design like alphabets. Most of the like film posters you'll find new kind of styles are there that is created by some artist, not like predefined typing they're using. if it is budget is more. I mean to say that. So hope we have seen now how to generate our own alphabets. Yes, this line or this style is belong to this file. The time we are creating a new file, so we find very fresh brushes. It is only related to this canvas only. So here we will be learning save the brush. What you are learning now? Sorry, there is some technical error, like internet get fluctuate. Hope now the screen is visible. Does the
Yes, sir.
screen? Okay, fine. So we are learning how to use this brush stroke in a calligraphy manner, and now we are learning how to save this file for further use in any system anywhere in the globe. Because this style, whatever we have generated, is belong to this file only. But in the next file, we don't find that. So at that point, we can now load the brush, other library. So on the desktop, we have saved the file now. That can be behave as a brush style for us. So new brush style, get it loaded. So here you can find new brush style is there. So along with old files, this is also there. Yes, we can choose and get the things done. So here we have seen new thing, how to save the brush and how to load the brush and how to create new brush. Out of that, how to create calligraphy brush. These much of things are done. Now I'll move to artistical approach of the same thing. Out. Let us create a new brush that to be calligraphy. Inside the calligraphy, we'll not make it flat, let it be round. Let the size to be 9, but here in the beside of any property, you can find fixed property. Rather than fixed, we can go for pressurized property. Pressurized property will work only when we do have a tablet, pen pressure to be there, pen and pad to be get used. Then what happened? The software will ask how much variations. That means if you're pressing very light, then 0% has to come. If you're pressing very heavy, 9% has to come. 9 point has to come. Go for OK. So let us see the test. Here I'm using a tablet. So the time we are using very light, so light strokes and heavy, light, heavy, light. This is possible once we are changing the property into pressurize. This come because of this reason, pressure. So hope we have understood this property. Now the next is art. Take this. So this kind of things to do manually takes more time. Now hope how does the line art on the market architect can predict. Now get the transform and switch to the option called vertical, like horizontal flip. That is done. So a symmetrical design is done with pressure sensitive brush. Calligraphy, pressure sensitive. Get it down and switch to the option vertical flip. So hope we have understood how does this small option can able to help us to make a repeated design like this. Is it clear? Is it okay? Now select the
Yes, sir.
design and switch to the option called Windows and a switch button are there. Switches. Switch is the thumbnail of saving the colors, patterns, and all things. Now I can drag this and drop over here. So we have created a pattern which can be used inside the fill this pattern. So hope we have understood how does this repeated designs are done. Is it clear? We have learned one new option today. Dragging your design and dropping inside this switch window help us to get it fill in any object as if like you're filling the color, you can fill the design. And this is what the pattern. And this pattern is transparent now. And if you need to have a particular color behind to this, already you have learned what is that option? Appearance. What is called appearance? It is a place where we can able to make the stroke, fill, everything to be get duplicate, double, drag and drop over here. In the below one, we can take any particular color. So hope we have understood how to make a pattern design. And on the top is this, and we can get it any other color to get used or any other pattern to get used. So hope we have understood now how to generate a simple brush stroke into a pattern design. Everything happened on your front and it is recorded. You can try it. Now the next, once you have created a particular pattern, then how to make this pattern to get small. Now what is happening? Pattern is increasing, pattern is running. Okay, fine. So it is working. But we want to grow this, but pattern should not grow. Pattern should be that much of size only. This size is okay. Then how to increase your object without increasing the pattern? And the answer is there in your edit menu, preference, general, this option, scale, stroke and effects, transform, pattern tiles. This is the option. Get it off. Then what happened? Now the object is increasing, pattern remains the same size. So hope we have understood now how to make BG designs easily. So pattern remains the same and the things are ready. So hope we have understood now a new topic, how to make a pattern. How to make a pattern. What is the option? Drag the design and drop in switch box, switch window. And once it is dropped inside the switch window, then anywhere it can be used, either in the fill or in stroke also. Next thing we have understood, what is that? How to make double fill. How to make double fill. Double fill means inside the fill, two information can be placed. Where it is done? Answer is there, it's okay. Appearance window.
Sorry, appearance.
Appearance window is capable of making double or multiple information to get filled inside, or multiple strokes can be applied. That's it up. So I'm not making more strain. So here we have understood a lot of information at a stretch, but we have learned only two options only. But exercise are done various. We have started making photo trace. Then we've gone for logo tracing. Then we've gone for calligraphy writing or calligraphy brush handling or brush working. Then we switch to make how to make your own pattern and how to fill the pattern on a particular fill and how to make double fill so that instantly you can change the flavor. Yes, I like this pattern, but this color is not okay for me. Then what to do? Switch to the appearance window and start the below fill to get changed. Is it okay? Whichever the style required, you can go for that. It is not only fill solid color, you can fill the gradient also. And you can blend them together. A lot of options could be worked out. Is it okay? Any question you can ask me now.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
సార్ ఇది మనం ఇలిస్ట్రేటర్ లో ఫైల్ అంతా రెడీ అయిన తర్వాత దాని అవుట్పుట్ లో ఏ ఫార్మాట్ లో సేవ్ చేయాలి సార్? ఐ మీన్ అది
nice question. So Adina, how to send the final output in various file format? This is the question. You say like this question's answer is two. One, saving the file in 2 ways. For further modification,
yes,
and no modification finally. If it is to be get modified further, then it is to be saved in .ai format. This is the same Illustrator extension file format.
yes,
It's open in always in Adobe Illustrator.
yes.
This is one of the way. Second, The two type of modify is there. One is in the same source software. Another is in another software. At that time, yes, like CorelDRAW and things. So that file format are not there, but there is a universal file format which is a vector, that is .eps format. .eps format, encapsulated PostScript file format, which is a vector format which can be opened by any vector graphics software. So now got to know these two file formats are modifiable. Quality remains the same. It is vector only. But coming to the final, here we can find different type of image file format. Image in the sense raster files, and .jpg, .png, .pst,
SVG,
SVG, yes, and TIFF,
BMP.
uh,
What is BMP, sir?
TIFF. I'll be coming up all these things. .bmp also. So they are like image file formats which is having unique features in within it. And that's why these many file formats are there. This is your compressive file format which take less space. This is transparent file format, and this is also transparent file format with layer information. But this is transparent without layer information. SVG is again a vector file format, but TIFF is widely used for print format. High quality print file format is TIFF, and bitmap is your bitmap is default file format of the Windows file format. So hope we have understood now how many formats are there and how many kind of output can be given from the Illustrator. But where is the option? They are in file menu. In save command, you can find these many options. But here you can find it in export. In the export, you can find bitmap, JPEG, TIFF, Targa, PNG. All these file format are there, and PST also there. But while saving PST, we need to take care of all the layers. So hope we have understood how and which options to get use. File, export. Hope we have understood what are the saving can be done, what are the formats it support, where is the options. Is it okay?
ఓకే సార్. బట్ వన్ మోర్ డౌట్ సార్. సార్ మనం ఈ ఫార్మాట్ లో మనం ఇలిస్ట్రేటర్ నుంచి అంటే వెక్టర్ గ్రాఫిక్స్ నుంచి అవుతుంది కదా సార్. సార్ మనం జేపీజీలో పిఎన్జిలో సేవ్ చేసినా కానీ అది జూమ్ ఇన్ చేస్తుంటే ఆ పిక్సెల్స్ అనేది అంత క్లారిటీ, జూమ్ ఆన్ చేసినా కానీ అంత క్లారిటీ రావట్లేదు సార్. అది సేమ్ మన రేస్టర్ లాగా వస్తుంది.
Because Illustrator is the software which has done the file, but output is raster only.
ఓకే.
సో ఇల్లుస్ట్రేటర్లో చేస్తే బాగా అవుతుంది, అది కరెక్ట్. కానీ ఇల్లుస్ట్రేషన్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇల్లుస్ట్రేటర్ అవుట్పుట్ ఉంటే అది క్వాలిటీ బాగా ఉంటుంది. ఇల్లుస్ట్రేటర్ అవుట్పుట్ లేదా జెపెగ్ అవుట్పుట్ అంటే అది రాస్టర్. యు లైక్ రాస్టర్. ఇట్ ఈస్ స్కేల్ ఓరియంటెడ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ సైజ్ ఓరియంటెడ్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ సైజ్ ఓరియంటెడ్. యూ కెన్ స్కేల్ టు ఎనీ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్. వెక్టర్లో ఉంటే క్వాలిటీ సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఇది రాస్టర్ వర్షన్ మనం చేస్తుంది బట్టి అదికి స్కేల్ చేస్తే క్వాలిటీ పోతుంది. సో ఈ ఫార్మాట్కి వెళ్ళిన టైంలో ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఏమి సైజులు కావాలా ఆ సైజులు సెట్ చేస్తే అవుట్పుట్ చేస్తుంది.
ఫైన్ సార్. అవును, ఫైల్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ సైజ్ లో చేస్తుంటే వస్తుంది క్లారిటీ, బట్ అది జూమ్ ఇన్ జూమ్ అవుట్ చేస్తుంటే
that's what the clarification. Whenever the client required in a particular size, on that size the file will be set up and that image will be given to them. There he can able to go for print directly, no modification. If it's size to be changed, then this file has to be provided. ఈ ఫైల్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడి నుంచి ప్రింట్ మళ్ళీ తీసుకోవాలి. సో బట్ ఆల్వేస్ క్లయింట్ డజంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇల్లుస్ట్రేటర్. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ లైక్ వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ final output size? Okay, 5 feet by 10 feet. Then in 5 feet by 10 feet, the final output will be given in image format. There they can go for direct print. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine, nice question. So hope we have understood what is the practical use of pencil and brush. And Illustrator is a very wide angle software which does have a very big dimension. And we have not entered into the education sector. I mean like civil engineering, medical science, All these products designs are done in Illustrator because cameramen cannot able to enter into the nervous systems. So they make illustrations in medical science. So you find very wide scope and like the salary package is very high for illustrator artists who are making mechanical designs, medical applications. Like in details, it will go up. Illustrator does have a major role there. Oxford Visual Dictionary. Just have a look in the Oxford Visual Dictionary. Very big career are available there for illustrator. Only illustrator. One software, how much you want, a package is ready for you. But the design has to go for three-dimensional design to be done. You can see like human anatomy you are doing, then how much details, bone systems, nervous system, everything to be drawn. They make photorealistic designs, and Illustrator is a wonderful tool to do so. So it is non-competitive field at all, no competition. Till the time visiting card, brochure, leaflet competition is there. But beyond to that, no competition. Fine then. So I'm stopping the screen. We'll meet in the next session with higher option. Is it okay?
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.